Nations being trumped up by the Clinton campaign. You say you've seen similar things while you were governor of Arkansas, or running for governor, right?
Well, absolutely. In every race I was ever in, I mean, you're in Arkansas running against the Clinton political machine, and it's only gotten more sophisticated and better. But the fact is that what I'm seeing is exactly what I experienced, and it's a full frontal assault just before the election, with everything from allegations, lawsuits. There's no end to it. People need to remember, the Clintons play to win. These are not people who say, well, what are the rules? Let's make sure we play in them. Everything is on the table, and I want to say everything is on the table. Yeah. And they will hire private investigators. They will do whatever it takes to try to find something, and if they don't find it, they'll fabricate it. And as Tucker knows from having worked in Arkansas, the press is a willing and complicit co-conspirator often in regards to protecting them and going after. I'll give you one quick example. 1998, I was running for re-election as governor. On the front page of the local paper, the statewide paper, in the 19 days prior to the election, there were 18 front page stories that were negative about me. and that's what Trump is saying. But the thing that I would say to Donald Trump, don't take the bait and respond to all of them, because now you're totally off your message and you're on their message.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they're
Exactly. I used to work at that paper, by the way, the one you just mentioned.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. So, look, I agree with you. The press is a mob, mindless and dishonest, doing the bidding of Hillary. It's, you know, there's no debate about that at this point. But really, at the same time, the middle class is still shrinking. Life expectancy is still going down for huge parts of America. More men are unemployed than at any time since the Great Depression. Like, these are the issues that Trump can win on, no?
They absolutely are. And Tucker, I don't think it's too late, but he can't wait many more days. He's going to have to stop defending and detailing what allegations are made, because that only gives more energy to it. And instead, a broad deflection saying, look, I know that if you read the paper or watch the news on the major networks, you're hearing a lot of stuff about me. You know why? Because they don't want to hear what I want to do for you. And then go to the contrast and say, Hillary will raise your taxes, I will lower them. She will open the borders, I will control them. She wants to have a global world, I want to have a world where America is first. Outline it, hit it, and say, that's why they're hitting me. Don't believe this stuff, but then don't focus on it and don't go into a point-by-point defense or denial of it, because nobody that is supporting Trump cares about that.
Exactly.
Right. Well, and meanwhile, you have thousands and thousands of these emails that have been leaked out by WikiLeaks. You kind of get a sense. I mean, a lot of people assumed that you know, the Clintons have been calculating and have scooted the law and all those sorts of things. But you get a sense of how the people in her close circle feel about her. This is just one of the emails from Neera Tanden saying, Hillary, God, her instincts are suboptimal. What is your response? I know you have dissected a bunch of these emails. What is your take on that?
Well, if you have people who are as Machiavellian as the Clintons, you're going to be surrounded by people who are equally Machiavellian. Look, this is all about power. It's about obtaining it and using it for your own benefit, as we have seen through the Clinton Foundation, the $1 million gift from the nation of Qatar on Bill Clinton's birthday. I'm sure that was just a noble gesture. It was just easier than baking a cake. Look, this stuff is so scandalous, and the fact that the press is ignoring it and is letting it go, when we now know that a lot of the controversies, even around Barack Obama, didn't originate with Donald Trump. They originated with this Clinton smear machine, which is full force, always has been and always will be. They will always seek not just to deflect from their enemies, they will try to destroy them.
Can I ask you this, though, because it seems like every day now this past week there's been another woman coming out saying that Trump has treated them disrespectfully in some way. You talk about the Clinton machine. Are you saying that they're in some way behind what some of these women are saying?
Here's what I'm saying. We, at this point, cannot verify the veracity of these allegations. It's going to take way more time than we'll have before the election, so we can't verify it. We don't know if it's true, whether it is or not. But here's what we can verify. We can verify what Hillary Clinton will do if she gets elected president. And our world is in a very dangerous place if she does. Our economy continues to just deteriorate. People will not have stronger jobs. Unborn babies aren't going to be safer. I mean, how many things do we need to go through? But those are things we can absolutely verify. We can verify the Second Amendment is on the table, the Fourth and Fifth Amendments are on the table. We can verify that there will be 2 sets of rules applied in America, one for Hillary and her pals, that they will always get off, and the rest of us will go to jail for doing what they would be doing. That I can verify, and you don't even have to wait till Election Day to find out.
We have 20 days left in this election cycle, if you can believe that. And the question we've been seeing over the past week, different reports coming out of evangelicals and how with all of these scandals, maybe the evangelical women in the family are breaking from their husbands and saying, I can't do it, I can't vote for the guy, and their husband's sticking to him. Where do you see Donald Trump with a conservative Christian vote? And if he just got if Mitt Romney had just gotten a little bit above a bump in the last election, he would be in office right now among conservative Christians.
If Mitt Romney had had 4% more of just evangelical vote, now keep in mind that doesn't include the Catholics and the more liturgical Christians in other denominations, just evangelicals, he would have been president. I don't buy this notion that the evangelicals are walking away from Donald Trump, because most of them that weren't going to vote for Trump already weren't going to vote for Trump for reasons that happened back during the primary. And the people who are with him are the people who have looked at this and realized this is not an election between a couple of Sunday school teachers and one likes their version of the Bible better. This is an election between 2 people who will take the courts, the country, the economy, national security, and the borders 180 degrees opposite directions, and whether they like the person personally, whether they think they're a wonderful human being and they would invite to dinner, or whether they think they're really full of all kinds of challenges ethically, they know that the difference in the way that they're going to lead the country is stark and dramatic, and that's why they're sticking with Donald Trump.
I mean, they're not voting for Trump because of his character. They're voting for